Look, I'm just gonna say it. Most of you are exhausted. You're working 40, 50, maybe 60 hours a week, and you've been told the same lie since you were 18. If you want more money, you just need to earn more. But here's the thing. I know people making $200,000 a year who are literally one car repair away from a panic attack. And I know people making $50,000 who are quietly building empires. My name is Alexi, and I spend way too much time thinking about the invisible psychological traps that keep people broke. If you're someone who feels like you're running faster and faster on a financial hamster wheel, but the scenery isn't changing, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out. Most financial gurus want to talk to you about side hustles or grind set, but honestly, that's often just a distraction from the leaks in your boat. Today, we aren't talking about how to get a raise. We're talking about how to grow wealth using the money that is already passing through your hands. 1. The stealth killer, reversing subscription creep. Let's start with something that sounds small but is mathematically massive. Here's what most people don't realize. Wealth isn't just about what you accumulate, it's about what you stop losing. We've moved into a subscription economy. It's no longer buying a car, it's a monthly lease. It's no longer buying a movie, it's Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, and HBO. The math. According to a 2022 study by C+R Research, the average American thinks they spend about $86 a month on subscriptions. The reality, it's actually closer to $219. That's a $133 blind spot. Now, you might be thinking, Alexi, it's just $133. That's not wealth. Look, if you take that invisible $133 that you aren't even using and toss it into a low-cost index fund averaging 8%, in 30 years, that is $198,000. You didn't work a single extra hour. You just stopped a micro-leak. The psychology. This happens because of microtransaction frictionlessness. Companies designed these $9.99 charges to sit just below your pain threshold. You don't feel the sting of $10 like you feel the sting of a $500 TV. It's like 1,000 tiny mosquitoes draining you dry instead of one big predator. Action step. Use an app or just sit down with your bank statement for 10 minutes. If you haven't used it in 30 days, kill it immediately. 2. The Boots theory of quality. Spending to save. This next one is counterintuitive. Sometimes the way to grow wealth is actually to spend more upfront. Have you ever heard of the Boots theory of socioeconomic unfairness? It's an old analogy, but it's literally the most accurate way to describe why people stay stuck. The analogy. Imagine two people. Person A buys a $50 pair of boots that lasts the season and leaks. Person B buys a $200 pair of high-quality boots that last 10 years. Over 10 years, Person A has spent $500 on boots and still has wet feet. Person B spent $200 and has stayed dry the whole time. This is where it gets really interesting. We do this with everything. Cheap tires that wear out in 20,000 miles, cheap appliances that break after 3 years. The strategy. Calculate the cost per use. Cheap blender, $40 divided by 1 year equals $40 a year. Pro blender, $300 divided by 15 years equals $20 a year. By choosing quality, you are literally buying back your future capital. You're stopping the cycle of replacement. 3. Optimizing the tax drag. Okay, let's talk about the thing everyone hates, taxes. Most people look at their paycheck, see the net pay, shrug, and move on. They treat taxes like the weather, something you can't change. Here's the thing. You are likely paying a laziness tax. If you are putting money into a standard savings account, you're paying taxes on the interest every year. If you shift that same money into a Roth IRA or a 401k, that tax drag disappears. The math. If you have $10,000 and it grows by 7%, you make $700. In a taxable account at a 22% bracket, you lose 154 of that to the government. If you do that every year for 30 years, that drag costs you tens of thousands of dollars in lost compounding. You haven't earned a penny more in salary, you've just changed the address of where your money lives. 4. The psychology of relative deprivation. Finally, and this is the most important one, the mental pivot. We live in a world designed to make you feel like you're falling behind. You see a friend's new car on Instagram, and suddenly your perfectly functional 2018 sedan feels like a piece of junk. This is lifestyle creep, but driven by relative deprivation. The insight: wealth is the difference between your ego and your income. Most people, when they get a $5,000 raise, they immediately increase their lifestyle by $5,000. Their net wealth growth? Zero. If you can simply maintain your current lifestyle while your efficiency improves, you are effectively earning a massive fortune. Story time. I knew a guy who decided to freeze his cost of living for 3 years. Every time he got a bonus or a small raise, he didn't buy a better watch or a faster car. He just put it into an automated investment. 3 years later, he had a down payment for a house that now earns him rental income. He didn't work harder, he just refused to let his ego grow as fast as his bank account. Your conclusion, your move. Look, wealth isn't a mystery. It's not reserved for the people who got lucky or the geniuses on Wall Street. It's for the people who are willing to look at the math and say, I'm tired of being the product. You don't need a 6-figure side hustle to start. You need to 1. Kill the hidden subscriptions. 2. Invest in quality to stop the replacement cycle. 3. Shield your money from unnecessary taxes. And 4. Keep your ego in check. That's it. That's the boring secret to becoming wealthy. Here's your immediate action step. Go look at your last 3 bank statements, find one recurring charge you don't need, and cancel it before you even close this video. You have the power to change your trajectory right now without asking your boss for a single cent. I believe in you. Now go do the work. Alexi out.